Hello everyone, Hamas28 here, and today we're back in the world of Reclamation. I can't believe you guys didn't tell me. If you just hold the divination sigil and right click, it tells you how much LP is in the blood network. Can't believe you guys hit that for me. But now we have enough LP to run the ritual, and I also made 36 blank runes. You don't need 36 blank runes, you need 36 ritual stones. But that's fine, we can use them for the tier 4 altar later. But now we need to make this ritual of the edge of the hidden realm. Now how do I actually use this guy? Summons an inversion pillar, hold shift for extra info. Total runes 36. Hold shift alt. Now it does say you need water runes, but when you look up water rune, nothing comes up. So I'm guessing, because if you use this, you can see it doesn't say anything. But it should be rituals. Yep, edge of the hidden realm, like so. We're gonna anchor this guy right here. Master ritual stone goes in the center. And then we're going to fill this with our ritual stones, like so. Let's see, that should be all of this. Then we need to fill out the top here. And I'm guessing that you can actually just... Is this green? I think that's green. Yep. Air, 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 air. Green, 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 and green. Green, green, green. Fill all the greens in. Fill in all the blues. And then fill in all of the reds. As you can tell, I still have quite the cold a little bit. But now it's done. So I'm guessing now you can harvest these. It's weird that the water ritual... Oh. I was clicking it wrong. It's weird that you can't craft this. You would think you could just combine this in the inventory to make it. Because once you have the runes, I think then you can use the diviner to just build it yourself. But now that that's done, how do we activate this guy? Weak activation crystal. So we have these. Weak activation crystal. I thought I had them in here. I know we have them because for some reason this blood altar kept making more and I wasn't sure why it was doing that. Someone in the comments said it could be a desync issue. Oh, there they are. Weak activation crystal. So we do have 2 left over. So let's come over here and right click this guy. Right click this guy. A rush of energy flows through the ritual. It turned it into smooth stone and an inversion pillar. Interesting. Now how do I actually, do I just like right click this? Okay, you do. It's literally that easy. Grab our sword here. Probably should have repaired this guy, but we don't have an anvil in here. Life essence. Accented demon stone pillar. Demonic lock. What happens if I break this? Let's consult the book first before I do something like that. Demonic. The antechamber. Upon performing the Edge of the Hidden Realm ritual, you'll find yourself looking at an inversion pillar. Right-click the pillar to be transported to the antechamber, your first foray into the demon realm. There are a few things of note in the first room. A single treasure chest containing some basic loot and if you're lucky, a few iron keys. Secondly, a number of doorways, each locked with a dungeon seal. Use a key on these seals to unlock the next room. Thirdly, an inversion pillar, a mirror of the one you summoned previously. Right-click this to return to your world. There's also a large number of decorative blocks here, should you feel your home base needs some pizzazz. Any additional rooms you open from this antechamber will contain some combination of loot, monsters, traps, and possibly unactivated rituals. Keep your eyes peeled. Enchanted books, weapons, anointments, demon oil, potion ingredients, Tau fruit, saturated Tau, and Tau oil. So it said there's a chest in here with 2 keys. Cool. Another chest with some Tau fruit, iron shovel. Probably don't need that stuff. Ooh, and a free anvil. Nice, so I could repair this guy. How do you repair this guy? There was a way. Imbued slate? I could have sworn you can use the gem. Huh, guess I remembered wrong. A diamond sword. Can I break this down into diamonds? Enchanter's sword. Let's see, we can repair it. You can use it to make that thing. Tool poppet, whatever that is. Okay, you can't break down the sword, so I'll leave that. Don't really need those. A bunch of iron ore. Another chest. More iron, I'll take that. A water cauldron with some strange looking water. A block of coal, I will take that. Does that just lead into nothingness? Okay, it looks like it does. I should be careful. Iron ore. We have infinite iron unless there's something in here. Like a zombie spawner. Let's get rid of that. But nothing else in here. Let's check out some of the other rooms. We did come for the Tau fruit, which is what we got. Now we just need saturated Tau, which we might be able to find as well. There's also this free life essence in the water. Let's go in here. I said let's go in here. Okay, that was weird. See, no spawners. Potion of invisibility. Some chests. Miner's secrets, nether wart. A lot of goodies in here. Lectern. Let's start moving some stuff. Make some space. Because we definitely don't need all of this right now. I wonder what Miner's secrets is. Looms. Books. I wonder why this painting broke. Put you back. A soul lantern. Some more Tau fruit. Some more Tau fruit. Let's see. Enchanted item. With fire protection 4, that's pretty good. Let's see, there might be something through that. Along with this potion of lingering invisibility. There might be... oh, yep, there is a chest. Demon will. Doesn't look like anything else. We only have one more key, so let's go through another door here. A nether room. Interesting. That summons blazes. Bunch of gold and some pork chop. Oh, he's right there. Let me grab this. I could always use more blaze rods, so thank you for the donation. Oh, those are regular skeletons. There's a chest in there. Where's my shield? There it is. Okay, let's see if we can get around here. Take it. He keeps going down. That's annoying. Okay, they're distracted. No, they're not. Let's break this spawner. I'm gonna leave the blaze one because that's useful. Let's see. Yeah, let's use this potion for now. They can't see me. I'm invisible. The spawner's down there. Let's see if we can grab this chest. Some blaze rods, some will. I'm invisible. I mean, sure, you can see all the armor, but you shouldn't be able to see me. Seems a little bit cheating. And seems like that's it. Can I just like break the wall then, or is that not possible? Bunch of demon will, which is useful. Along with life essence. Can I collect this? You can. Cool. You can use that for later. But it seems like that's it, so let's go ahead and get out of here. Big lag spike when you do that. At least I can use this bucket of life for our reaction chamber. And that's 1,000 for this, but we can't really use it. Now if we go back in, is it exactly the same as before, or does it change each time? Okay, it's the same. Interesting. So how do we get those keys? We did get some new items, like the Miner's Secrets. Miner's Secrets. How do we, what is that? EXP dropping blocks drop extra XP on successful harvest. Drops +2 XP per block when consumed. Valid items, tools, and swords. Dungeon delving, dungeon keys. Keys are the initial ways of navigating the dungeons. They can be found outside dungeon chests within the demon realm, or they can be crafted. So an iron key takes a minimum of 300 will and drains 50, takes imbued slate, a block of redstone, and 2 iron. The entrance to the mines can only be opened with the uncraftable foreman's key, while other doors beyond that can be opened with miner keys. These mines will grant you access to demonite ore alongside rare loot, but comes with challenges to match. And then the miner's key takes some of the will crystals, imbued slate, hell forged ingots, and copper ingots. Cool. So let's see. That gave us the tau fruit. So we need to make saturated tau, which is... what was that? Oh, it's a phantom. I need to go to bed. So you need to place something on the tau fruit to make it saturated. So I'm guessing we need an animal or something? Something living? Oh. Let's see, let's dump that in there. Probably don't need that. Anything else? Everything else was pretty useful. Iron. Why do I have a random oak button? Iron, nether wart, stuff we already had, but hey, we can get more. Let's see, we need to plant this guy. Tau fruit can be planted. You can use it to make catalysts, along with tau oil. Tau fruit breaks it, plant on dirt. Maybe soil. Okay, so you could just grow it in soil. Cool. Tau fruit can be found in simple dungeons. Being a native, you can use it to make tau oil. It tastes like a blood orange, except different. Tau fruit has an alternate, more challenging route of growth. If the plant matures while a mob, a cow for example, is standing atop of it, it will leech health from the entity to satiate its dark hunters. In this way, saturated tau can be grown. Interesting. So we need to use some of our animals to grow this. What would be an easy way? We just need to block a cow. But if the cow jumps, won't that break the thing? I guess not. And then weak blood shard takes saturated tau. Interesting. And we'll also need a sanguine reverter, which takes shears, imbued slate, stone, and iron ingot to make one, and it also takes 30 will and 350 minimum. Interesting. So let's see. Let's grab a cow. Let's grab some wheat to make some more cows, and then we'll steal one for our nefarious purposes. So let's come over here. And I wonder, does the cow lose its life in the process, or is this kind of like renewable? Ow. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 cows. Go ahead, everybody. Now, how do we get a cow out of here? What would be the easiest way to do so? I can't pick one up. Let's see, can I craft a lead? A lead is string and 1 slime ball. We're gonna need some more string. So let's come up over here and check the chest where we have our flax growing. That's enough string to make the string, to make the lead. Put that away, put those. If I throw the demon one and pick it up, that should absorb it into the gem. Yep, there it goes. Now let's see, we need to bring a cow and keep it stuck on some tau fruit to grow it. Then I can probably just use the watering can to grow it further. So we're gonna need some dirt, which I had some and then I put it away. And we're also gonna need a fence. Let's see, some dirt please, soul sand, our old watering can, some dirt, and a fence, perfect. Where's my hoe? There it is. Oh, let's also put away this iron shovel, don't need that. So now, if we take one of our cows, also gonna need water, I just realized. We don't need this stuff. So we're gonna grab some water, then grab a cow, then put the cow on the tau fruit, then grow the tau fruit to make a saturated tau fruit. And then finally, we can use that to make the other thing. Okay, so if I come over here, we'll place the water right there. Why did you both run on top of me? Move. Scoot over. Scoot. Scoot. We replace this. Put that here. Place the tau fruit. Grab our watering can. Let's see, they're literally standing on top of it. This is perfect. So now if we grow it, tau fruit's at 0. 14, 29. Come on, keep growing. Come on. Come on. 43? No, stay right there. Stay right there. Get in here. Get in here. 71. Yeah, stay right there. Huh, they lost health. I think it's working. Oh, maybe that's why they moved, because they took damage. Yep, stay right here. Mature. Did it work? No. Alright, let's try putting some more down. Now let's tie you here so you can't move. Do that. Water. Now grow. Let's see. See if this works. We need a saturated tau fruit. It is growing quite slow. Do I have bone meal? I have bone meal and a ton of bones. Perfect. Awesome. And he almost died. I'm sorry for your loss. Oh, let me use this guy. Okay, that one killed the sheep. That's unlucky. Now we can harvest our saturated tau. And now that we have the tau fruit, we can use this to make the new activation crystals. See, put away this stuff, put away that, the food, the tau fruit, this, water buckets. Perfect. See, this is the problem with making a bigger backpack. I just end up filling the backpack with more junk, and it ends up not saving space in the long term. Now take some of our iron here to make some new shears, because we're going to need to anoint this into the new item. So let's see here. We need a sanguine reverter, which will take an imbued slate, iron ingot, and stone. Do I have any slates? I do not. So we're going to turn that into an imbued slate. Then we need nothing else, because we already have the common tartaric gem. So this is a blank slate, and then it should be imbued at the next level. And remember, if you want to make this go faster in your own world, you just have to put more of these speed runes to make it go faster. From a lot of the research I found online, people generally have 3 blood altars. One that has a giant like mob farm on top. That way they can harvest blood. One with a bunch of speed runes on it to craft items. And then a third one, which I forget what the third one was for, but that's generally what I've seen most people do. And then reinforced makes it imbued. So now if we come over here and put our imbued slate, our shears, we need stone and iron. 1 stone and 1 iron. And put our common gem. That will take 50 raw will to make this sanguine reverter. And now with the sanguine reverter, we can put this in the arc along with our saturated tau, to create the weak blood shards. Done. Now we can access tier 4 slates. With access to blood shards, you can finally make a tier 4 altar and demonic slates. Yet still stronger than imbued slates, these bad boys pack quite a essence-filled punch. Oh, sorry, coughing a lot. So let's see. So now that we have access to that, it said we can get up to the next tier for the blood altar. So for tier 4, yeah, here it is. This is tier 4. We had to cap it with these blocks here, which is, and then cap each pillar with a bloodstone brick. And bloodstone bricks, oh cool, you get a lot out of it. Only take, looks like polished stone, deep slate, regular stone, and a weak blood shard. So if we just grab some of our stone here, and put our weak blood shard, we get 8 bloodstone bricks. Now we are going to have to actually place these around. Why is it, there we go, just visualizing the wrong thing. Yeah, why does it keep visualized? There we go. Right here. Ding. And we need to place more runes. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 4 is 32. So luckily, these blank runes are going to be useful for building the outline first. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to need our shovel to dig into this floor and then finish this going. Let's see. I might be able to skip the rain by sleeping, so I'll do that first. And the rain did indeed skip, so let's make ourselves some stone bricks. 16 should be enough. And place these guys here, and then cap it, hopefully, with just this guy. And I can't actually see that high. Where's my pickaxe? There we go. Let's see. Perfect. And let's cap the rest of these pillars here. 1, 2, 3. And I think it just started raining outside because I can hear the raindrops trickling down. 1, 2, 3. And right over here, we barely have enough room for this. Gonna have to move the farm. Then we're gonna have to, actually, we don't have to break anything. I could just go underneath this and place the runes. See, it's right over here. Yep, they fit right underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tier 4 Blood Altar complete. Now we will have to come back and swap those out for some different runes at a separate time. But it's so expensive, I'll do that later. And now we have the tier 4. We can make tier 4 slates, which take 15,000 LP. That's expensive. But I think we should have enough available. In fact, I can give it some more. Because it's 15,000, 20,000, 22,000, 23,000. So a couple more jabs of ourselves, and we should be able to make this guy. And then we'll probably add more runes of self-sacrifice to make it more efficient. And then I actually think, let's see, we're going to get access to the tier 4 runes here. Augmented capacity, acceleration, and charging. Let's take a look at these. Blood runes. Charging. It's a unique rune. When the blood altar is not crafting or filling, it will siphon LP from the altar to charge an internal buffer. Okay, so no, that's not useful. Acceleration makes it go faster. So I guess we'll just add more runes of sacrifice. I thought there was a better one. Rune of sacrifice. Oh, it's the reinforced rune of sacrifice. That's a lot stronger. That gives you an additive 20%. And there it is, Demonic Slate. So if I upgrade these to 20%, that'll essentially double how much LP we get out of this. And now that's done, it gets us to Dusk rituals. The Dusk version of the Ritual Diviner will allow you to perform even stronger rituals, chief among these being the Pathway to the Endless Dream. Once performed, you'll be presented with a gate to the demon realm proper, a sprawling labyrinth of rooms which contain strong enemies, plentiful loot, and the curious ore known as demonite. And then that gets us to raw demonite, tier 5 slates, useful rites, and finally the aspected will. So I think from there, the blood altar, there's one more tier I believe. Tier 4, yeah, tier 5, this is the last tier. And to make this tier, we need to place 4 Hellforge blocks in the corner, along with adding 13 runes on each side. So 52 more runes. Which if you do 10%, that would let us get even more blood. But man, some of these are getting really expensive. And we're probably going to need more capacity as well for some of the other stuff. But at least for now, we can craft the Ritual Diviner, which will take 2 Demonic Slates and 2 Inscription Tool Dusk. And to make these, we need a block of coal and 2,000 LP. So it's actually not that expensive. We actually got some coal, so we can make 1 right now. Like so, pretty easy. And then we can grab some more coal. Yep, there's 1. Let's grab some more coal. And I say grab, but we're actually just going to make some from our coal essence. We're probably going to need more than that, because we need a full block. Wow, I don't know if you heard that, but that lightning was loud. Let's see, grab another coal block. And throw this onto the diviner, onto our ritual guy to make another inscription tool. And then we're going to need 1 more demonic slate, which will take a lot more blood, but not too much that we can't solve it. 10,000, so I'll just have to do this a couple more times. So I'll come back in a second once we have 1 more demonic slate. And we're done. 2 demonic slates. Let's go ahead and craft our Ritual Diviner Dusk and finish that quest. Now this finally gets us to the next tier. Demonite can be found in the demon realm, either as an ore block or as loot in chests. you also remember that there was a special key for spatial distortions that led you to the mines, which held more valuable loot, and the Ritual Tinkerer. Now that you have access to Dusk rituals, you can either use a Ritual of the Feathered Knife or a Well of Suffering to automate the collection of life essence. To get even more out of your rituals, you can use the Ritual Tinkerer. Read your Sanguine Scientum for more information. Tip: if you can supply mobs to the well constantly, or give them a source of regenerating health, you can fully automate the collection of essence. And the Ritual Tinkerer takes 2 demonic slates, a Master or Archmage Blood Orb, 2 pieces of glass, and some gold. And then to make the next tier, the Master takes 40,000 LP and a weak blood shard. So we can't even hold that much. How much can we hold? I think if you do this, it tells you. Yeah, the capacity is 26. So we can't even store that much. 40,000. How much is the Archmage? 80,000, and it takes a Hellforged block. Now, we do have the extra capacity down here, but we're going to have to add more runes of capacity. Rune of capacity. Which, luckily, they're not too expensive, just a lot of imbued slates and buckets. And then how much does each one add? How much am I going to need? Because we're at 26. We're at 26. Each one increases it by 20%. 10,000. So each one adds 2,000. We need 40. So 40 minus 26 is 14. So we'll need 7 more. Okay, not too bad. We'll only need 7 more of these runes of capacity. But then to get that much blood, we're also going to need a lot more runes of sacrifice. So our blood magic setup is going to have to get a lot more effective. But then once we have this, of course, we can upgrade to the next orb, and we don't have to keep crafting new ones. We'll only need 1 more after that. But we're finally almost here. Now, it did say we want to make a pathway to the Endless Dream. So if we take a look at our rituals here. Rituals. List of rituals. Pathway to the Endless Dream. Endless Realm. Summons an inversion pillar to go deeper. We're going to need 61 runes. My goodness, that thunder is crazy. And 150,000 LP. Beware, the demon realm is highly dangerous. Come prepared. So we're going to need 150,000 LP. What about the... I thought there was... What do the other ones do? Yawning of the Void, Serenade of the Nether. What are these? Takes food from the link chest and fills the player's saturation with it. Interesting. Okay, so the other rituals are just other stuff you can use. But we're going to need to go into the Endless Realm. Now it's going to take 69 and 150,000 LP. Are we even at that tier yet? I mean, I think so. I think this is a case of we're going to need a second blood altar. Because even if each one adds 2,000, it's base 10. Let me grab my calculator. Calculator open. Why isn't the calculator working? And it's stuck now. Okay, that's weird. Okay, now Windows is bugging out. I've never seen this issue before. I love this version of Windows. It's so cool. Works exactly as you want. So if we need 150,000, we start at base 10,000, each one adds 2,000. Then we need a lot. My god. And we're gonna need that because the whole reason we stopped to go on this detour was because to summon the digital meteor, we needed the drop of luck, and the drop of luck... Oh, the calculator finally opened. And the drop of luck needed 7,000 altar power, and I couldn't quite reach that until we get the Wither Skeleton Skull. Oh, but wait. Oh, we don't have access to the Will Crystals yet. That's what we don't have. With the Resonance of the Faceted Crystal, Useful Rituals, Ritual Tinker. Okay, so we don't have to do that yet. We can do the Archmage's Blood Orb first to get access to Aspected Will, then use that to get access to the Wither Skeleton Skull. Then we can do this ritual, get access to Applied Energistics, and then we can make better tier armor to go into this stuff with the Demonite, fight the Gaia Spirit, get access to Reclamation. Okay, that sounds like a plan. Well, I don't know about you, but I have my marching orders, and I'm your host, Hamas28, and I'll see you guys next time.